Welcome to the inaugural 90 Ideas in 90 Minutes, presented by Springfield Business Journal and Arvest Bank.
Thank you so much for being here today. This was a fun invitation. Thank you. Is that better? This was a fun invitation because it really got me thinking about how we run the business of BCFO. So 10 ideas that are core to running this charity on a day in, day out basis. Gosh, that's a homework assignment, Jennifer. So I have these 10, and the first that I'd like to share with you is that we are all in the business of hitting singles. It's kind of a fun time of year because for us, we're at 12/31 year end. And so we're going to start January 1st with this big new plan. We have a revenue plan that we're going to implement so that we can help hundreds of families make it through their journey with breast cancer. This is big stuff, and it's exciting stuff. But it's not stuff that's necessarily easy to digest in terms of how we're going to do it on an item-by-item basis. So what we have done at BCFO is we've developed a monthly game plan where we back into all these big objectives and we take it one bite at a time. We break down our revenue plan, we break down every piece of any relevant size on the logistics plan to implement these big events, and we break down our patient metrics so that it's a bite that we can chew, so to speak. So we don't hit one over the park starting on January 1st, but in the month of January we hit a single, and we do it again in the month of February, and we track to make sure that we're on track and we know where we're going with it. Idea number 2, intentionality. How many of you here are list makers? I'm a list maker too. And so a lot of times in life, you've got this list going. I keep a tablet on my desk and I jot down one thing after another, and sometimes it's 3 pages long. And that's not a realistic bite. So your day starts and you have interruptions and things come up and an email and on and on and on. I have a new way of handling that list. I jot 3 things down, 3 priority things on a Post-it note at the end of the day, and I slap it on my keyboard. And so then when I walk in, I'm excited, and we're going to start work in the morning and communicating with coworkers and got to check that inbox. There are my 3 things. And I have found that by having that in front of me, every time you have an interruption, you focus back on your 3 important things, and you have a higher likelihood of getting those done than that 3-page list of items that we all set out to achieve. My third idea. So I'm a little late in life to the minimalism game, but here we are. Not everything needs to get done. There's probably 20% of what's on my list, the big list, that's really important and critical to achieving that big goal of helping all these patients and families and finding the revenue to do it, and taking care of staff and others, donors out in the community. Those are the important things. And then everything else is some subset of that. So that culture of busyness where you ask someone, hi, how you doing? Oh gosh, I've been busy. I think we should stop that. I think we should stop with the busy and embrace the idea of spending your time on what's important and maybe nowhere else. And then examining how you're spending your time and say, gosh, is this adding value to my business? Is it adding value to my life? Idea number 4, trust your instincts. One of my coworkers in the office, we were talking a little bit about this, and he said, so you mean that rumbling in my stomach might be something more than just being hungry? Possibly so. Maybe that's the voice of your experience talking to you there. That little voice is generally right. Ignore it at your peril. Idea number 5. Don't waste a whole lot of time ruminating on failures or being wronged. Do you know that I have written the contract unsuccessfully to operate the South Fremont License Office 5 times? However, we are successfully operating 5 other license offices. And it was Thomas Edison, I think, who said it best, that said, I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that will not work. So Mary Beth O'Reilly is here today, and item number 6 really comes from her on day 1 at the foundation. That is, make progress toward your goal every single day. On items that need a lot of work or serious movement, you really have to take a step forward as often as possible. And that means a phone call on that important project every day, or an email, or one tiny step. And then I'm going to close with something I think is very important, and that is enjoy the game. You know, the career is long, and life is relatively short outside of it. It's such a big part of who we are and what we leave behind. And it ought not be all there is to this life, but business, done right, ought to be fun. Give someone a hand up along the way, because really that is what we're all here for. Thank you.